Hey, it's Seth from Citizens Disability. Today I'm going to tell you what you need to know about applying for Social Security disability insurance benefits in the Silver State, Nevada. Every state's different. That's obvious and everyone knows it. What's less obvious, what most folks don't know, is that applies to SSDI claims, or Social Security disability insurance claims as well. Because of the way the Social Security Administration structures this process, the state you live in has a real effect on an applicant's waiting times and on their likelihood of winning their benefits at each stage of the process. Now, we track this data pretty closely. We've updated our numbers as we do every year in February, so this Nevada data is certified fresh for 2021. Now, as you may know from watching some of our other videos, and there's plenty of them, there's basically 3 steps in the SSDI application process. You got the initial application, reconsideration, and a hearing. Now, those first 2 steps, the initial application and reconsideration, are handled at the state level by state-run Disability Determination Services, agencies who work on behalf of the Social Security Administration, follow all the same rules and all the same regulations. Now, as you can see from this chart coming in from the right, over the past year in Nevada, about 38.2% of initial applications for SSDI benefits were approved. And you can see how that compares here to this national average of 38.4%. It's a difference of just 0.2%, just trailing that national average by a teensy little bit. You can also see how Nevada has done over the years, going back to 2010, and unfortunately we can see that Nevada has been below the national average for at least about the past 4 years. Now, as we made this video in February 2021, Nevada ranks 33rd in the nation in terms of the rate of approvals at initial level. A key takeaway here, 6 out of every 10 initial applications for SSDI benefits are being denied in Nevada. Now, if those odds make you a little bit worried, thinking about your own potential claim, yeah, it's understandable, but there's no reason to panic. First reason not to panic is people like us here at Citizens Disability, specialized disability advocates who can help with the application process to improve a claimant's chances of success at every stage. And if you want to see how an advocate can help with your claim, click this little banner up here in the top right. You can watch a video all about it. Second reason not to panic is that being denied an initial application does not have to be the end of the road. And that's because when people get denied an initial application, typically they're going to appeal that denial and ask for reconsideration, or recon as we call it. Reconsideration is also handled at the state level. As this chart coming in from the right is going to show you, it is actually pretty rare for people to get approved at the second level, reconsideration, and you can see that's reflected both in this Nevada data and the national data. Nevada, with an approval rate of 12.4%, is a little bit below the national average of 13.7%, which is already pretty low. You can see how Nevada has done over the last 10 years as well, and we can see that Nevada's fluctuated over the past 10 years and is currently trailing the national average. Overall, in 2021 so far, Nevada ranks 35th in the nation in terms of approval at reconsideration. Now, the majority of people who apply for SSDI benefits in the United States do have to go to that third stage of the process called the hearing, and that's going to be true for applicants from Nevada as well. Now, we got a ton of information on our website and other videos here on YouTube all about the hearing process if you want to get all the details. You can even see what a hearing is actually like. Just click the little banner up there in the top right. Short version though, if you've been denied at reconsideration, you appeal that denial and you go to a hearing in front of an administrative law judge who works directly for the Social Security Administration at the federal level. This is another area where all the states are very different. Most states have at least one, but usually several SSA hearing locations throughout the state, and each of those individual offices has their own waiting times and their own approval rates. Now, in this chart, you can see how Nevada fares on average across all the offices against the national average for approval rates at hearing. And it looks like through 2020 and into 2021 so far, Nevada is coming in at 47.4% on average. Compare that to the national average here of 51.1%. That's putting Nevada ranking at 31st in the nation. Now, when you appeal and ask for a hearing, we should warn you, it can take a pretty long time for that hearing to actually happen. Of course, we have a video all about that too. Just click up there in the top right. Now, when it comes to hearing waiting times for Nevada, you can see them here in these blue bars. We got the national average waiting time of 11.4 months before the hearing. We can see that across the state, the average for Nevada is 17.8 months, basically a year and a half of waiting. And as you can see, we've got more than one hearing location in Nevada. You can see that the shorter waiting time in the state is at the Las Vegas office with a waiting time of 16.9 months, and the longer waiting time in the state is Reno with a waiting time of 18.8 months. Both of these offices have a longer waiting time than the national average. You can also see that each of these two offices has their own approval rates. Those are the red bars. And looking at the 2020 data leading into 2021, we can see that the better situation is Las Vegas with an approval rate of 47.4%. Things do not look quite as good over at Reno with a bottom of the bucket approval rate of 27.5%. So with Las Vegas a little bit behind the national average and the Reno office far, far below the national average, Nevada as a whole is trailing the national average for those approval rates. So in looking at our data, taking it all together, we can see that for approval rates at hearing, Nevada overall, as we had said, ranks 31st in the nation, while for hearing waiting times, Nevada ranks 46th in the nation. The important thing to remember here is that these waiting times that we're talking about for Nevada and for these individual offices, those are average waiting times. Some folks might get their hearings quicker than those average times, and that'd be nice, but some people are going to have to wait longer, sometimes even a lot longer than those average numbers. Now, we have got a lot more data about Nevada at our website, www.citizensdisability.com. You can check it out. Come and visit us. Click on our state-by-state page and click into your state. We update our data every year so you can stay current on what's happening and have up-to-date information at your fingertips. And believe me, it does change from year to year. Now, if you are thinking about applying for Social Security disability insurance benefits, no matter where you are in the country, we strongly encourage you to please get help from a disability advocate, like us here at Citizens Disability, or a local specialist attorney. Especially after looking at all of those approval rate numbers, you want to have the best possible chance at getting your benefits approved. Disability advocate can help with that. At Citizens Disability, we've been helping regular folks all across America apply for and win their SSDI benefits. We've been doing it for over a decade. No advocacy group is more aggressive than we are, and no one handles more cases per year than we do. Now, if you want to see if we could help you, no problem. Just come visit us. Again, it's www.citizensdisability.com, or you just call us at the number on the screen. Hey, thanks for watching our video about applying for SSDI benefits in the Silver State, Nevada. If you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button down there and ring the bell so you can get a notification when we publish more videos. We got a ton of content on the SSDI process, how it all works, and how we can help you. So please do feel free to explore. And hey, you know what? Tell us what you think in the comments section down there. Hey, I hope I see you again soon for another video. Until then, I'll just say thanks for watching. And of course, have a great day.